everybody, welcome back to the Chef Smarty Pants Academy. So I am here with my new buddy, Melissa Gilbert.
Hello.
She came to Brooklyn to hang out for the day because we're going to be shooting a whole bunch of content together that is kind of my return to my Little House on the Prairie fan obsession as a child. And Melissa has a brand new platform called Modern Prairie.
I do.
Yes.
Modern Prairie is a really, it's a wonderful space that was created by my partner and our CEO, Nicole Hazy, and myself. And it's a place where women over 40, but even more so over 50, can kind of gather. Me too, for sure. Maybe even soon to be over 60 in a couple years.
We stopped counting at 50.
Well, but I think keeping counting is important. I think keeping track. You know, the French have a unique way of saying their age. Instead of saying I am and the age, it's J, which is I have.
Yeah, a lot of
So
cultures
I like
do
to
that.
have my years.
Mm-hmm.
So Modern Prairie is a place where women can get together in our community and we share things through our workshops and everything from, like grief recovery to painting with watercolor to how to get unstuck if you're feeling stuck in your life to make a perfect pie crust. And we also, there's a retail component, like some of our things are here. These are some of our dish towels. That's our,
Linder?
And this is our Butterbell, which we're gonna be doing something fun with.
Yes.
Today. And all the things that we have are made by women-owned companies, and we support our female makers. And they're from all around the country, and we've traveled all around the country meeting everyone. And it's just, it's growing incredibly, and it's just been so incredibly gratifying to watch these women connect. Like in the first few workshops, everybody sort of had their cameras off and the Zooms and we're talking, and now they're actually communicating with each other outside of
I love
Modern
that.
Prairie.
So you're connecting people.
Connecting and
building
building a
relationships.
community and giving each other love and support, which is just what life's about.
Yeah, totally. I love that. Oh, I remember you talking about this whole idea that when you're 50 plus, you sort of start to come back around to who you were and sort of like remember who you actually are, because if you've had children and careers and all of that, you really sort of lose sight of yourself. And so like then you come back to yourself and to like your authentic true self, and that really resonated with me.
Yeah. This is, I call this the last third. So you have this last third of your life, and all of us pretty much to a person, to a woman, stop and say, am I really enjoying myself? I can't tell you how many women have gone through these massive transitions where they've left an entire career to raise chickens and ducks,
Yes.
To travel the world, to hang out with friends, to knit, I think for all of us, it's not a midlife crisis, it's a midlife reassessment. You stop and go, what am I doing?
Right.
Why
I only
am
have a certain amount of decades left, and let's make it count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
well, it's all amazing, and we're really psyched to have you here. And this is like my childhood dream come true, because of course I was like obsessed with the books and the show. And as a like little 8-9-year-old who couldn't quite separate fiction from reality, I had an ongoing imaginary conversation with Laura for years, because I felt like it was my responsibility to explain the modern world to her. And she lived in my head, and it was 100 years, it was like 1976, and I was like, Laura, this is how, electricity works. This is like cars. And it was like my job. But of course, because fiction, reality, whatever, it was you as like little Laura, even though it was like about the books and, it was all conflated in my head. So it's like my childhood, like fantasy dream life, come back around 50 something years later. Here we are.
And what are we going to be doing? We're going to be
using all these great products, and we're going to be making food from the Little House Cookbook,
which is all recipes culled from Laura's writings.
Right.
So we're going to take those and we're going to
modernize them. Meals Made Modern.
It's the Modern Prairie.
Modern Prairie. Stay tuned, because we have a lot of great stuff coming up with Melissa. I'm so